All right, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's just lovely. And we have, again, a lot of stuff to talk about. This is my post-market wrap-up on this Wednesday, September 4th, 2019. So, nice rally on Wall Street. Stocks did finish at the highs of the day. Okay. We all understand the dynamics behind this. I covered it in the video I did earlier today, but I want to show you a few things here. So, the yield curve is out of the 2 to 10 inversion. Look at the 2, 1.43. Did come down a little bit. And look at the 10, 1.46. So a little spread there. That spread is a sign of, or a sigh of relief in a way from the market. And we need to talk more about that. Again, when fear is stripped out of the market, or by frank rigging, who's buying all this debt here on the short end of the curve? Well, you make up your mind there. That the normalization of the curve here, to a certain degree, it's not going to last. It may go on for a while, like I said earlier, but it's not going to last. This is taking some fear out of the market, so it means risk back on. You got it? Now, a couple of other things in play today, right here. Rate cuts. I mean, again, all day long, you got more calls for a 1% cut from the president. You got more Fed officials coming out saying, you know what? We're going to do whatever we need to do to maintain where we are. So the market understands what this means. It could not be clearer. But the market is also retarded. You have to understand that it must constantly be reminded. Don't worry about it. We got you back. Don't worry about it. Rate cuts are coming. A whole series of them. Get happy. And then the other thing, more talk on dollar intervention. Now, did you see how this played out in the dollar today? Now, again, this should be no secret to you. If you follow this blog since, I don't know how long, I've explained to you that the strong dollar would not be allowed to manifest itself to any higher degree. We keep hearing about dollar intervention, which means dollar devaluation. And look at the dollar today. Boom! Dollar nudged down a little bit. It's insane. When you sit here and you watch this stuff unfolding before you, when you've heard it before, like from a guy like me, you go, wow, this is kind of crazy. But we know, look, this could not be more easy. We know what they're going to do. The only issue is we don't really have an idea of when they're going to do it. With regard to the rate cuts, we know exactly when this is happening. We will get a rate cut, one of many, next FOMC meeting. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. The market, if the market doesn't get it, can you only imagine what would happen? This is priced in. Not only is one priced in, but I would say at least three. At least three cuts are priced into the market here. And it's all giddy. Wants to go up. More easy money. Kill that dollar. Yes, steal its purchasing power. Sounds great. How does that help the middle class again, Mr. President? Oh, yeah, I forgot. You won't tell anyone that. Or Navarro or Kudlow. You know, the unholy trinity, I guess. I don't know what you want to call these people, but something's very wrong here. Look, the promise of easy money from Fed officials today, all day long, was enough to make stocks finish at not a new high, but at the highs of the day. And again, the yield curve is huge. If they can keep the 2 to 10 out of inversion for a while, and I believe they are going to make a lot of effort to do it, cutting the federal funds rate, which they're going to do multiple times, can keep the 2 to 10 spread kind of where it is for a while. And then at one particular time, it's not going to work. It's like anything else. It just loses its ability to work anymore. It's that simple. And the issues here with, there's all kinds of monumental issues that we have to deal with here. on so many levels. But the bottom line here is keep your eye on the 2 to 10 spread. Watch for a series of rate cuts which are coming. The good cop, bad cop routine, they think we're all stupid. You know, President Trump and the Fed, they're in bed together. The Fed wants to lower rates. As a matter of fact, if you notice this, and I'll bring you back to this, every single world leader with their respective central bank, they're all doing the same things. Not every single one, but the developed nations, you know, the ones that are supposed to be, you know, beacons of the world. Well, guess what? They're all doing the same thing. They have their leaders calling for rate cuts. Their central banks supplying them. And these central banks, no secret, they're all owned by the same entities. Their plan is very simple. They want to own everything. They want to become the lenders of last resort and the buyers of last resort. That's what they want to do. They created individual debt slaves. They're creating nation debt slaves. And they want us all to be subservient to them. These are the banks that run the Federal Reserve. It's unbelievable. It really is what's going on here, people. And we're just, you know, most people, because they're so locked in they're so polarized into, they're too blind to see what's going on in front of them, and they're literally handing this to the world central banks that get stronger every single day that they're allowed to issue more debt. They get stronger every single time they cut the federal funds rate, the Federal Reserve. More debt they issue, the stronger they become. And people who do not understand that concept at its most basic level have no idea of what they're talking about, because I know there's a lot of people out here on YouTube that have a different view on this. They do not understand central banking. Central banking is a completely different animal than anything that I think most people can get their head around. Their product is debt. The more debt they issue, the stronger they become. And we can, you know, look around you. Look at the world economy. Look at what's happening here in the United States. Two-tier society. I mean, it's in our face. So anyway, with that said, I know I'm running off at the mouth here. So the promise of rate cuts, the promise of dollar intervention, you saw what happened to the dollar today. I'm not saying this is going to continue, but the dollar took a hit as more talk is going out here. Dollar intervention, dollar intervention, dollar intervention. They're trying to brainwash people. I still have yet to hear, though, from Peter Navarro, Larry Kudlow, or the president, how dollar devaluation or mass debt expansion is going to help you. You have a pair? You know what I'm talking about? Go to the @RealDonaldTrump and start asking, how will this help me, Mr. President? Pretty simple. If you do not have a pair, and I know there's members of the opposite sex who don't actually physically have them, but I'm talking about more in above that level here. Go tweet the president. You won't get a response. You'll get laughed at, but that's besides the point. All right, with that said, I love you all. Please share this video. See you in the morning.